That's a tweet by the Prime Minister, asking those who couldn't make it this time not to be disappointed and to continue their hard work. And Tina Dabi, who has topped the 2015 Civil Services examination, as well as Jasmeet Sandhu, have now joined us. Sandhu, of course, secured the third position. Many congratulations to the both of you. Tina, I'll come to you first. Earlier, while speaking to the media, you said it's hard work, your parents' dedication, as well as patience that got you here. But many here would want to know how many hours of study were you putting in every day?
Oh, ma'am, there's absolutely no general answer to that. You know, there would be times when you would be, you had to study 14 hours, then there would be days you would study 10 hours. But I guess on an average, at least I would try to do 8 to 9 hours of study. 8
to 9 hours of study. And how many hours were you putting in, Jasmeet?
Not a fixed answer again, ma'am, but I would say that I've been working continuously for the last 4 or 5 years, and even if I would have invested around 6 to 7 hours, I would have reached the position.
So you were doing it while you are working as an IAS probationer, isn't it?
Yes, I was. I joined later, but I had given the exam prior to joining the IAS service.
Okay, so she has shared with us her success mantra. In broad terms, what is yours?
I would say it's simplicity, because I have always tried to keep my things simple. I have always divided the topics into subtopics and summarized them and revised them repeatedly.
Absolutely. So you've given us greater clues, at least to all those who are watching and would want to repeat what you guys have done this time around. Tina, for a person who is wanting to crack this next time around, maybe what should that aspirant actually be looking at besides investing some, like you say, 10 to 15 hours maybe on a daily basis into studies?
Ma'am, it's not really about the hours you invest in, because, you know, that answer differs from person to person. You know, there might be some person who gets work done within 5 hours.
So what should be the broad strategy like?
Who gets work done in 10 hours. Ma'am, I believe for this exam, I guess there's absolutely, you have to be very focused. You know, you need to have targets, you need to have schedules, you need to have timetables drawn. Otherwise, because, you know, this is one exam where anything under the sun can be asked. And when there's so much to accomplish, there's so much to do, and you have limited time, then I guess you need to have a game plan. You need to have a winning strategy. So I believe that it has to be smart study, it has to be focused, and otherwise it gets very difficult.
Absolutely. So time management and smart studies are things that you are pointing out. Ira Singhal, who had topped the UPSC examination last time, had said that it is very important to be a multifaceted personality. Do you agree with that point of view, that you really need to have exposure to a lot of things and enjoy a lot of other aspects of life to crack the examination?
I completely agree. I completely agree with her. It's obviously this job offers you diverse challenges, and you have to work in different fields. So the very fact you just can't be bookish. You need to have some sort of extracurriculars. You need to have overall leadership abilities. So of course you need to be multifaceted that way.
And what kept you egged on all this while? What's been egging you on? Because this was your 4th attempt, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, I have enjoyed playing outside. Particularly, I liked football, and I watched football along with my brother also. And I like blogging on Quora website, so it really keeps me on working for the examination.
Okay. Also, Tina, you have thanked your parents for what you have achieved. What sort of environment should an aspirant actually get at home in order to, you know, make it through? Because I'm sure a very a kind of environment which motivates an aspirant would definitely help, isn't it?
Completely, ma'am. I completely agree with this. I think this exam is so long drawn. It takes nearly an hour to get through the 3 phases. So much hard work goes into it. People spend years preparing for it. So I think when it's so tough, there's so much competition. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of stress. You need to cut off your social life, you need to focus on your studies, and that often leads to depression, it leads to loneliness. And at that time, if your family is with you, you have a very strong family support in terms of any manner, then you easily sail past it. That's what I believe in.
You must have been a very bright student, because you've cracked it in your first attempt, Tina.
Ma'am, I would say yes, I was academically always very strong. I was a CBSE topper in political science. I scored 100 on 100 in my class 12. Then I'm also the best student of LSR in my batch. So academically, I have been strong, and yes, I do agree that yes, being academically strong has helped me.
Absolutely. Do you agree with her that you need a supportive family in order to get here?
Basically, ma'am, I've always found that social and emotional support has kept me on, because for 4 years I've worked through this examination, and I know the importance of social support and the stability to you. And they really keep you up in the down phases of your life. And
so what role did your parents and your friends play?
Particularly my parents and my friends, and along with them, they provided me the necessary emotional support always. For example, I gave 2 first attempts, but I was successful. So they gave me the necessary emotional boost always, so that they kept on believing, you'll do it one day, and that kept me on also.
Absolutely. Parental support, family support and friend support is all that both of you got. Towards the end, I would want to ask you, Tina, that what would you say to those candidates who couldn't make it this time around?
I would just say that I know what struggle it is to get through this exam, to just prepare for it, what courage it takes to give up everything and put your all in it. So I would just say that, patience, a lot of patience is required, and you should never give up hope, because it is very difficult. It is very difficult, and it's at the end of the day also a matter of a little bit of luck as well. So I absolutely feel that nobody should get disheartened. It's a very big struggle, and a lot of patience needs to go into it.
Don't give up hope is what you say. What would you say to those who couldn't make it?
Ma'am, I would say continue working hard. You need to just invest time, and you will get through. Because if you're on the right track, the time might be a factor, but you will reach to the success point.
Absolutely. On those inspiring words, thank you both, Tina as well as Jasmeet, for having joined us on Newsline tonight. We wish you all the success in the years ahead.